Too consumed in the daily grind, too focused on ourselves, that the only signs we pay attention to are the ones which tell us where we're going. But on Tennessee's Highway 840, the signs here tell us where we've been.
July 9th.
His birthday was on the 14th.
5 days before he turned 55. Yes.
Shirley Rowe still remembers the day she lost her husband.
Mm-hmm. And then from then on, it was just...
It was unreal.
It was unreal.
Regina Rowe still remembers the day she lost her dad.
He was just a loving, caring man.
Yeah.
Roger Rowe was the first Tennessee National Guardsman to die in Iraq. He would not be the last.
Roger was driving, and a sniper shot him and got him in the neck.
For 14 years, Shirley Rowe has lived with this pain, the pain of being forced to bury the love of her life.
This the saddest day of my life. I mean, look at the kids. I mean, they were heartbroken. They were heartbroken.
And yet, up and down Highway 840, if you look closely, signs here tell us the stories of where we've been.
That was a knock that changed our lives from that day forward.
To this day, Gary Reese struggles looking at pictures of his son Lee.
He's our only child, so any pictures or videos that we had of him growing up, all that stuff really kind of lost all of its meaning instantly.
It was an IED in Tuzaraq that took his son's life on August 14th, 2005.
They had set these bombs in the road, a mile down the road, out of sight. They shot the missiles over the fort. They sent the young men out, and boom, they got what they wanted.
When Lee died, Gary Reese thought he'd only be left with his son's legacy. Little did he know that one stretch of Tennessee highway would give him something back.
That just passes down from one generation to the next. Their blood runs red, white, and blue.
As the Commissioner of Veterans Affairs, Manny Bears Grinder was grateful that lawmakers named 840 the Tennessee National Guard Parkway.
We have to teach our next generation.
Every bridge, every interchange is dedicated to a soldier. She knows them all.
I want them to just remember that the names they see represent a person.
One person in particular, though, means more than the others.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about Billie Jean.
Billie Jean Grinder had just finished her last combat mission in Iraq when her helicopter went down. She was 25.
We never thought that that knock would be at our door.
Billie Jean is now one of 22 National Guardsmen who share a piece of 840 together. Manny Bears Grinder is reminded of what she's lost almost weekly.
Every time I go by her sign, I make sure I'm in the right lane. I either blow her a kiss, I wave at her. Sometimes I smile because it brings back a memory. Sometimes it brings tears to my eyes. Sometimes I honk. But I always interact with that sign every time.
77.2 miles, 22 signs. These are the faces, are the names of 840.
Her favorite color is pink. So when you see the signs out there, you're going to see that hers are covered with pink flowers.
To those left behind by the war in Iraq, they are more than just signs.
It's really what I have left of Lee. I can take him and show him his bridge that was named to honor him for what he did. So it is a sense of pride.
Just to remember those folks, remember their families.
Families. They left someone behind.
Yeah, it just wasn't that single person. It's a lot of people involved in each of those names.
Yeah.
A lot.
These families cannot tell you where the war on terror will take us.
We lost Lee for something I think that was really, really good. I have to look at it that way.
But on Highway 840, they want these signs to remind us all of where we've been.
I think that the stories should be told.
Photojournalist Catherine Stewart, Chris Conti, News Channel 5.